Welcome back to Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by IronMag Labs. Make your mark. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Thursday, July 27th, 2017. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. On the History Channel show Ancient Aliens, they once laid out a theory about the Earth previously being inhabited by a long-lost race of giants that once ruled North America. And after looking at the latest progress photos coming out of the Dallas McCarver camp, I'm starting to think they may have been onto something. Earlier in the week, McCarver almost single-handedly broke the servers on Instagram when he dropped his latest off-season update, which shows the man they aptly call Big Country looking gigantic in every sense of the word. Even by his own insane standards, McCarver looks like he's starting to approach uncharted territory here. And assuming he stays on his trajectory, this is a guy we need to start having legitimate conversations about as a real heir apparent to Phil Heath's throne. Not to get all geopolitical on you, but there's been some scary news creeping out lately about instability and fluctuations with the market over in Europe. But apparently, even economic chaos isn't enough to derail Yamamoto Nutrition big man Petar Klančir. After spending the entire early part of the season flying under the radar, over the last few weeks, Classier has really started to kick things up a few notches. Rumor has it that Classier is planning to hit the stage for the first time this year at the Arnold Europe, which is just now under 8 weeks away. If you remember back to last year, it was a relatively unknown Classier who came in and caught everyone's attention with his 8th place finish in an absolutely stacked lineup at the Arnold Europe. But if he can somehow manage to lock down his conditioning, this is a guy who has a legitimate shot to be a top 5 finisher while he hand delivers a couple of major upsets in the process. Whether you know it or not, tradition and culture are two of the most important factors that govern the unwritten rules of bodybuilding. And it's good to see that Big Ramy is still in the habit of observing Mondays as International Chest Day. This week, the baddest man in bodybuilding released some video from another one of his epic chest sessions, cranking up the intensity another few notches on his current Olympia prep. All the news I'm hearing from the Camel Crew is leading me to believe that we're 2 months away from laying eyes on the best version of Ramy the world has ever seen. And if we get a version of Ramy that's even 2% better than what we saw last year, now we're talking about a guy who is a legitimate top 3 contender. The list of people in bodybuilding who can knock out 600-pound deadlifts for reps and make it look easy is probably a whole lot shorter than you might think. So I guess that puts our old friend Akeem Williams in some pretty select company now, doesn't it? This week, the Brooklyn Beast was spotted crushing another monster back workout at the world-famous Diamond Gym, as he's looking awfully big in the process, if I do say so myself. Very quietly, I think Akeem Williams turned himself into one of the most improved athletes in all of bodybuilding over the past few seasons. And I still believe that once he finally reaches his peak, this is an athlete that's capable of beating just about anyone in the business. At this point, we've still got a whole lot of question marks that need explaining heading into this year's Olympia. But if I were a casual bodybuilding fan, in my mind, there's no bigger question mark than whether or not we're going to see Kai Greene compete on the 2017 Olympia stage. Despite being extended a special invite to this year's contest, in typical Kai Greene fashion, he spent the last few weeks talking in riddles without really giving anyone a straight answer. At this point in his career, I personally don't believe that Kai Greene has enough in the tank to overcome the unstoppable force that is Phil Heath. But I do know this. There's only one way to really find out. Kai, what's it going to take?